Observing myself as a critical reader. Yay. Okay, before I start, I would like to say I worked on this for 12 hours straight because I drew most of the pictures and made the GIFs, which you are about to see, which wasn't enough time because I didn't have enough time to animate myself fully. Let's get this over with. Hi, my name is Ricarda, and I am currently observing myself in ENG 201, I guess. When I was asked to do a reader's response, it really made me think about what I was reading. It gave me a voice of my own. Whether or not I use that voice out loud is a different story. But for example, when I was reading the things that they carried, the whole story, I was screaming in my head, just tell her how you feel. Then, the next day in class, when everyone else had shared their thoughts, I was like, oh, I get where they're coming from now. But like, I was still wanting him to tell her how he felt. Seriously, it reminded me of me and my boyfriend and how we used to play chicken with each other until last year. But anyways, when Miss asked us to use reading strategies, I was like, I'm not gonna do that. But then it happened. I read the whole short story and didn't understand it and what it was about, so I read it again. And when she told us to reread, I finally got it, and I did it. For digital tools, I love using Google Docs, as you can see. So when I found out we were allowed to utilize it, I was all for it. I enjoyed the easy access to the files that our wonderful teacher would upload to Blackboard, but then the files would open up on Google Docs, which I love because I am always working, so I could access it from my phone, which was great, and I wouldn't have to rush when I got home to finish anything. This class has really helped me at home. For example, instead of freaking out because I didn't understand a situation, now I reevaluate the situation, like rereading, going back and noticing things I didn't the first time around. Challenges. The only challenges I had in this class was talking during discussions. More so because I don't like to talk in front of other people. But I did have a lot of notes written down. One thing I will always remember is when we were allowed to use a whole class period to write a poem. It allowed me to really dive into my thoughts and not be distracted by outside things. Even though this isn't reading, it helped me understand how authors use imagery and symbolism through their stories. Aha moment for me? This was while reading The Things They Carried. As you can tell, I really enjoyed that story. Well, towards the end, when I read it, The Things That Carried, and this really struck me because of the situation. The quote was, "The things men carried inside." I vowed to myself to never let my boyfriend carry these things around alone. This has helped me grow as a person and be there more for the people I love. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Bye.